We're recording.
Welcome back. It's been a while, Yak. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am surviving.
It's that.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
But we're back for the second annual Christmas-ish celebration, the Christmasing.
Christmasing?
So we're not, it's not really Christmas, is it, now?
No,
We kind of need to make our own holiday for Suncorp.
Yep, that's it. We'll just make our own holiday. We're Suncorp, we can do that.
The National Day of Praising the Sun.
Annual corporate holiday.
Annual generic corporate holiday. But it only applies to me and you, and the rest of the test certificates can get back to work, I think.
And if you're watching this test certificate 749, you're dead. You know what he did.
I assume he died.
Not yet.
Oh, right.
Not yet.
I don't keep track of the numbers. But yeah, we're back. We're going to be sharing a couple of presents again. This was a series that we started last year after seeing a couple of videos from... Was it which channel? Do you remember the channel?
Happy Console Gamer.
Happy Console Gamer, where they get together and they kind of have a bit of a yak. And just kind of discuss a few things and swap gifts and just have a bit of a good old chat. And that's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah,
a bit different from where we normally play games badly together, but yeah, you guys get to suffer through this instead.
Well, they seem to enjoy the last one.
They did, actually. It's been doing quite well on the channel recently. People have gone back and watched it, which is quite cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you poor people.
Christmas in the title, yeah. So again, we're missing the Christmas sort of cut-off point. But,
I mean, it's, it happened by accident last year. And it was almost tradition this year. Yeah,
it's kind of become tradition. I think we need to call it tradition at this point.
Yeah.
And we'll still, every time we do one, it'll still be the Christmas-ish celebration. But it is essentially its own national holiday now. Feel free to celebrate it, by the way, guys. Take the day off work.
Yep, tell your boss.
Just tell your boss. And
you've got the Suncorp annual holiday.
They have to understand. Because if they're not, you can, I don't know, can we call it a religious? Probably not a religious holiday.
No.
But
no, it's...
You could try and wangle that if you want.
And we could start a cult.
We haven't.
It's true.
At this point with Suncorp, I kind of feel like I have.
Well, yeah.
It's been getting out of hand.
Those damn scamps in their Suncorp uniforms.
Oh, yes. But I don't know. How do you want to sort this out? Do we want to just go right into it and grab some presents? What are you fancying?
Do it. Let's go.
Well, I've got two here for you, but we'll just do one first.
Yeah, well, you...
we'll go with this one first, because this is a bit more of a sort of silly personal one. This is a book that I found... You know it's a book, because I've already told you.
Yes, well, I mean...
just spoil the surprise on the video. But we talked about this a little bit, and I found one of my old books that had possibly passed to my brother. It's been vandalised a little bit since.
Oh, good. I love vandalised books.
The vandalism is very much the kind of teenage angsty vandalism that I kind of expected of my little brother.
Oh, yes.
So I have a feeling it's him. It's definitely not my handwriting. It's definitely not something I remember writing in those books. But it's something we talked about a little bit
I know that writer.
You do know that writer. We've chatted about these books a little bit already. But, I mean, I'm not going to be reading it myself, because I've read it again since I found it. But I think you could get a bit of a giggle out of it.
I enjoy good goosebumps. I do. I enjoy good goosebumps. Where's this?
It's random pages. You'll find them.
You'll find them?
You'll find them.
There's one here where he's coloured in the 4.
Okay. Yep, that's
tame compared to what else is in here.
Yeah, we'll leave some of them off the video. But I'm sure you'll find them in time.
Is this possibly one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
It's magic.
It's magic. I think it really adds to the story.
It's gonna.
I'd like to recommend my brother, if he's watching this, which he won't be, but take up writing. I'm sure it'll be a very good career change for you. I'm sure lots of good things will come from the excellent, stellar vandalism work that you put in there.
It is pretty
give it a
good
try.
vandalism. I'm
Fantastic.
looking, now I've seen that line, which shall be omitted, I'm looking even more forward to reading these stories.
Yeah.
It's like surprise endings.
Pretty much. And just, hey, if you feel the need, you can take after what my brother's done there, and you just write your own ending in. If you don't like
I always
how
wondered what those 3 blank pages or so were at the end of a book.
Yeah, it's so you can change the entire thing if you don't like it.
When I was a kid, honestly, I thought it was for drawing. The
Isn't
blank
it?
pages.
It's usually just because they've got spare space, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, usually I think they had a set size for a book. And it's like, well, we can't print this many pages. You're going to have like 3 blank ones. Okay.
Right for scribbles. Scribbles are fine. But yeah.
This is for you, my friend. This is... I just went all in for one this year.
It's big. It's big, it's big, it's big.
I got him a cardboard box again. My favourite thing.
Oh, crikey. It's perishable.
Yeah.
You were saying it's a puppy. I hope it's not a puppy. It's put in a box.
If it is.
Well, I mean, it's technically true. It will be perishable.
Actually, it's your own...
easy, premium grade mushrooms.
Yep. You've always wanted an entire box of mushrooms.
How did you know?
And we know these things.
And just so you know, I'm not kidding. Where's the camera? There it is. Premium game mushrooms. No, premium grade mushrooms. But it's not actually mushrooms, I would assume.
Oh, it is. See, look, you get to unwrap 2 presents too.
I do. You're right. Cat can have that. I mean, the cat's present to this feels like a photo frame.
It might be.
It might be.
It could be a dice rolling box.
It could be a dice rolling box. Ooh. That is rad. Well, for you guys that don't know, Yak is actually my artist. I won't say my artist, he's just an amazing artist, and he's the person that I go to.
I am Suncorp, so technically you did summon me.
I suppose. But yeah, he's the artist that I go to basically for all my art, because it's fantastic. And if you guys need some artwork doing, just you know who to contact. Either of us. Yak's on Twitter, I'm on Twitter. Contact me in my videos, that kind of stuff, and I can pass you through to him.
Yep.
And yeah, he's an absolutely fantastic artist. Cannot recommend him enough. But over here, we've got the...
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, you hold it there, because there we go. That's better. Yep. So we've got the Suncorp Security, the SCS, protecting our assets and your freedom.
Notice that assets is before your freedom.
Yes, it is. That's not a that's not that's deliberate. That's right there. And the armor is looking badass. It's looking amazing.
Yep,
that's cool.
Your elite security force.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm definitely feeling like the evil supervillain now. I've built missiles. I now have my own private army.
Yep. You'll have tanks soon.
My own town. Yeah, Foxy was saying that I'm basically Hank Scorpio from Simpsons at this point.
Okay, well, it's getting close.
Getting there, isn't it? It is. Man, thanks, man. That's fantastic.
No problem.
I love it.
You'll be able to...
That's great.
Just threaten people with your security force.
Oh, no, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely going to happen. That's wicked. Really like that, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was an interesting present plan.
I'm stoked by it. Absolutely stoked.
Good.
I'll actually do one more for you. This is more a traditional present.
Traditional?
Traditional in the sense that...
Well, I've got big feet.
Big socks. But it's, yeah. The book was just because we were discussing something, but that was something.
You gotta love a good Goosebumps book. Not so much the bad ones. Even at that age, you knew.
You knew when it was a bad Goosebumps book.
Yeah. Oh, I see War of the Stars here. Oh, I like that. Very cool. Let's just show this off to the... Is it showing up? Or?
A bit to the other way? Other way? There we go.
There we are.
Look
at that.
Because of the way the camera is, it's like, if I say left, it's probably not. It needs to be...
It changes the colour of your face too. Look.
Oh, it does too. Wow, I've got jaundice.
You've suddenly got very...
The camera's got some very interesting focusing techniques, clearly.
Let's have a look here. What is this one? Oh, no, that's sexy, that is.
I figured you'd like that as well, man.
Thank you very much. Look at
No
that.
worries. That one's not affecting my face, which is nice.
Yeah.
I am healthy.
You're just standing next to a stormtrooper.
I'm okay with that.
His head's been vaporised. Cheers, man.
No worries, man. Appreciate
That'd
it.
be awesome.
Thank you very much for all the amazing work you've done for the channel this year. Last year.
That's why I'm here, my friend.
Yeah. But
So-
we might have a bit of a chat and then we'll close off the episode, I guess.
Yeah.
I think last year we asked what people...
What the favourite gift was.
Yeah, what the gift that they got that they remember from their childhood. We can always revive that one. If you want to see our answers, definitely go back and check the last video. I'll put a link in this video for it.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely tell us what your favourite gift was from Christmas, and then maybe this year we can discuss the worst Christmas gift we ever got, because that's always a fun one.
Yeah, well,
We haven't discussed that, I don't think.
the worst. Ooh. Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few in mind there. Yeah.
I have one in particular that I remember quite vividly, because it was the same person, the same year, that they got my sister a truly horrendous Christmas present as well.
We're going to have to share that one too.
Yes, I will. So this was one of my aunties. I love her to bits, but she's a little bit crazy.
Oh, good. I love
And
when
by a
this
little
story's
bit, I
going.
mean she makes crazy people look sane.
Oh, good.
So that particular year, she got me. It was like that's the era of Windows 95 computers, and it was a gaming headset, and it was basically like a spaceman helmet. It was really weird. It had these things that came around over your ears, and then they went down onto your chin, and it had this thing that came down to about here on your head.
God.
And it was plastic. It was very uncomfortable. It didn't have any games preloaded into it. It only had like one of those triple audio microphone.
Yep, the old
jack
classic.
points.
Yep.
It wouldn't plug into the computer to actually do anything. There was no software that came with it. I don't know where she got it from, but it had no software, like no disk,
No,
nothing. And this was, back in the days before drivers automatically downloaded. This is like very, very, the internet was. If you were downloading drivers for it, you'd be there for weeks.
Yeah.
And so it had no drivers, no way to get it to install or do anything. And it was just this weird silver space helmet with blue felt trim. And it just looked ridiculous. And I have no idea to this day what on earth it was supposed to do. It claimed these amazing things of enhanced gameplay and stuff on the box. And I still have zero clue what any of them meant, because it was just very vague, exciting words, which, I think it was about 8, 9, 10. Maybe.
Oh, there's the perfect age for exciting
it
words.
sounded amazing. It sounded great, but it just never really lived up to that, because obviously it didn't work. But the other thing that she got for us that year as well, which, like, for me, is possibly the best Christmas gift she's ever got anyone, because it's hilarious. But for my sister, was definitely probably one of the worst, was she hand-knitted my sister a cardigan vest, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a longer skirt, but it kind of came off as a bit of a mini skirt. It was bright yellow.
Knitted.
Bright yellow with brown trim, and about 2 sizes too small, so my sister looked like a freaking banana.
Oh, dear.
And yeah, it was.
Thanks, Auntie.
And it was one of those weird situations where she got forced to wear it because Auntie was there. And yeah, it was not a good present.
Everyone's sniggering quietly.
It was not a good present. For entertainment value, my auntie is priceless. She's one of my favourite people because of that. But man, I think she still spells my name wrong on like birthday cards and stuff.
Is it the SH?
It's the SH. I mean, she knows me.
AWN or
SHAWN. Yeah,
nice.
And she's known me 30 odd years now. So I would have hoped by then she would have got it. But no, if I do get a card from her, it's always SHA. But
she spells phonetically.
I genuinely don't know what goes through her mind, man. But I love it to bits.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow. It's pretty hard to rival a headset that doesn't work in your poor sister's.
The banana outfit. The knitted banana outfit.
Well, I've got two. They weren't on the same years, though. One was actually pretty cool when we got them out. There were these toys called Dragonflies, and they came with it was like a dragon handheld thing that had a ripcord in the tail, and in their saddle they had a thing where you'd sit the action figure on. You'd literally shove this thing up this action figure's butt. And around their neck they had these wings, and you'd pull the ripcord, and the toys would just fly off into the air.
Mm-hmm.
We got them, we opened them, we went outside, there was a mild wind blowing, ripped the cords, never saw the toys ever again. These were about $35, $40 toys.
This is solid amount of entertainment out of one rip. Yeah,
it was... They went though. I mean, you can't deny.
Well, yeah, they worked.
Yeah,
you can't claim like shoddy
craftsmanship.
No, not at all.
But wow, we never saw those ever again. We went looking. We spent weeks looking.
And you live in the middle of nowhere as well, so it's going to be just fields of grass. Like, I mean, that's literally needle in a haystack.
Out there somewhere. It's probably still sitting there under this. And then I would say the other one was a kid, big fan of Transformers, as you know. And here we are. I asked Nana and Granddad for a Transformer. And so I had my hopes up, as you do as a kid.
Yep.
Like, yeah, Transformers, yeah. And they gave me this present, and it was an odd shape. I'm like, okay, what's this? And I opened it up, and it was a Transformer, but it was the electronic version of it, like stuff you plug cords into. They hadn't understood what I meant. So,
oh my word.
my mum and dad are looking at the present like, what? He said he wanted a Transformer. And then Dad just starts laughing his ass off, and I'm just looking.
I don't blame him. That is wow.
There's a good misunderstanding there.
That's a very good misunderstanding.
So Dad got a free Transformer out of it, and I got a new Transformer on Boxing Day.
Nice. Wow.
It was Beachcomber. Another Autobot.
Yeah, I was going to say, I forgot about that.
The wee...
sounds disappointing.
The wee Jim, not as disappointing as a big plastic.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be definitely a bit more of a letdown.
Yeah. You tried.
I think when I get old, I'm legitimately going to be that sort of old uncle or your granddad or something like that if I have kids of my own. But I'll be that sort of old dude that does stuff like that, but I will know exactly what they want, and I will get them that shit and just watch their face, basically.
I want a fidget spinner of 10,000.
10,000 fidget spinners can do.
Or does he get them a sprinkler? Look, this one spins around and shoots water. Thanks, Granddad. Why does Granddad have to come to Christmas? He always ruins it.
Just sitting there in the corner, rubbing my hands, thinking about
He's still wearing his Sunfire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just messing with people's heads. I think that's one of the benefits of getting old.
Yeah.
You get a lot. They people forgive you for a lot more when you're old, so you can just get away with just messing with people, and that's basically my MO now. So
I mean, these days, the old lady can drop a pretty racist bomb, and everyone winces.
Yeah, they wince, but they kind of go, oh, well, we'll deal with that soon.
Yep.
I mean, it's good that society's changing out of that.
It is. It really is.
But, yeah, I've always been fond of this. I've enjoyed this. And
I have one more. Ooh. Favourite action figure you ever got for Christmas?
Ooh.
Out of the blue.
You know, I don't think I ever got an action figure. Oh, no.
Bum, 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 bum.
Tell a lie. When The Lost World came out for Christmas, I got I think it was a Velociraptor. A little action dinosaur.
With his restraint gear?
I don't know. I didn't have any restraint stuff. It just, you bent its legs back and it would sort of screech.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, it literally just... before I unwrapped it, terrified me because I was like picked it up and just screeched at me. So I'm just like, just throw it across the room. But no,
Bad demon.
it's the only one I remember getting ever as far as action figures. I was never a big action figure person. I was very much just cars, yo-yos, go outside and play football kind of person. Well, that wasn't a choice.
No.
that was back when I didn't even spend much time on the computer. I mean, the most I went on the computer for was like...
It'd be amazing if you could find that thing again.
Oh, I guarantee my dad has probably still got it. It wouldn't fit my head. Like, it was literally made for a child's head. Yeah. It would not fit me. Now, I could try and find it, though, because I'm pretty sure my dad's probably kept it. It was a wacky-looking thing. And I know my dad doesn't chuck anything out, ever. Like, coming over here was bizarre. Like, we're going through the junk, and he's like going through like toys and stuff, and pulling out like my brother's old Action Man. It's missing an arm, and it's just like, oh, we can keep this. It could be a collector's item, Dad. No one is going to buy that. No one's going to buy an Action Man who can't action.
Yeah, he's got no arm.
He's got no arm. Like, it's really difficult for him to do his job at this point.
You could use him as a casualty of war, son.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did try and pull that. I mean, another thing, what was it? We moved to New Zealand, and my brother had this, like, we won it. I don't know what it was, but you know those little ride-on cars for kids, like little toddler size Jeeps? Well, he had one of those. It hadn't worked for about 10 years. You know, it was just broken down beyond repair.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing that could have been salvaged. The plastic was cracked. It was faded. It was literally falling to bits through just, being cheap rubbish that's been made somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we can keep that. We'll find a use for it. No, we're leaving it. Leave it here. Take it to the dump. Get rid of it. We don't need it.
Pay good money for that.
He didn't know he won it. But,
my parents tried to pull that once or twice. I think they won. We paid good money on that.
But the fact that it still irks my mum to this day. Like, we if any of us has something that breaks, any of the kids has something that breaks, and we're like, Dad, can you come around with the trailer and we want to get rid of this? It's guaranteed that they'll be like, oh, we could do something with this, and they'll take it home and put it in the garage and never touch it again. And like,
another thing that Mum's like,
yeah. So now it's like if we've got stuff to get rid of, she's just like, don't tell your father, don't tell your father, and
keep it on the down low.
Yeah, pretty much down on the down low. But that's probably where we'll call it for this, I think. And
I'll just pipe in with my favourite action.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, man.
It was Silver Knight Batman. There were these medieval Batman toys that came out. They were almost Todd McFarlane level sculpted. But it had Batman, but he was wearing this full armor suit before any of the power armored Batmans or anything came out. He had like chainmail and stuff, and it was cool. That was it. It was a cool toy.
Fair enough, man. No, I always envied the friends of mine that had Batman toys. And Power Rangers.
Oh,
that sort of stuff. I don't know.
yeah, we
I
had some
don't know
good
why I was
Power
so
Ranger
against. Like, it's not that I didn't want like Transformer toys or action figures. It was just like never got them.
Yep.
And that's why I now have a Transformers collection sitting on my shelf. It's just like, haha, I'm out of your care now, parents. I can buy all the plastic crap I want.
It's a cool collection too.
It is. It's a pretty good collection. But yeah, what were your favourite sort of action figures that you got at Christmas? What was your worst present that you got? And,
we're definitely wanting to read those.
Yeah, we'll look forward to reading those. I'm sure we'll both be checking the comments as this video comes out.
Yep, definitely.
But we'll leave it at that.
You all have a happy and safe Suncorp corporate annual holiday.
Yes, have a good one. And if you had a good Christmas, good. We can't really well wish people for Christmas. No, good. Have a good Christmas next year.
Yeah.
Or this year.
Or what's coming up? We've got Valentine's Day in a few days. The corporate thing again.
Yeah.
Maybe Suncorp can hijack that. Maybe coming to a trailer near you.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming along for that video, man. And
No,
appreciate
so
the presents, dude. And see you next time.